Couple of belters there. There's potential orchids of the day there. That's a lovely flower. Guess what I've just found? At long last, after all the problems last year of finding this is a Marsh fragrant orchid. Only just opening, but it's a Marsh fragrant orchid. Excuse me. It's a big southern marsh orchid site, as we already know, but straight away we're into these typical Souththorpe Meadow southern marsh orchids with this incredibly curled up flower face, and I still haven't got to the bottom of what's going on here. No spots on the leaves, just incredibly curled up leaves, and I still have no, as I say, I still have no explanation for that. That one is an absolute clonker of a Heath spotted orchid. Certainly one of the best I've seen. I can't really do this one justice because it's literally about 3 foot tall. It's probably more than 3 foot tall. Easily the biggest I've seen this year. It seems to have climbed up in amongst this shrub. And its size and the fact it's got spots on the leaves tells me this is a first generation Grandees hybrid between southern marsh and common spotted, without any shadow of a doubt. It's huge. That is what you call hybrid vigour. It's a big one. Saw a few of these last year, absolutely stunning early marsh orchids with this incredibly pink hue at the top of them on the sort of newly opened flowers. Really, really nice. Well, I've had to do a 35-minute or so slog along the path to reach this sort of orchid hotspot I remember from last time, and this wonderful plant, which was my big target last year. This is the early marsh orchid coccinea form. Ironically, the locals around here see these as common. And they see the early marsh orchid that we see in Peterborough as the rarity, which is the incarnata form, the sort of pinky flesh coloured one. But you know what, I'd do a trade any day for these. I think these are fantastic. I think that's going to be the orchid of the day. An absolutely classic Buxton Heath orchid. Heath spotted orchid. What a beauty. Lovely grouping of good old-fashioned, old-school common spotted orchids. Great to see. Lovely southern marsh hue. Their colour is usually quite dusky. It's always described in the books as dusky, but this one is full on vibrant. Very, very nice. It's a very nice looking plant in the distance there. That's a stunner. is an absolute clonker. That will be the orchid of the day for sure. Beautiful colour. There we go. There we have it, the military orchid. Exceptionally rare. And there's a few of them growing here. Well, that's an absolute belter to land on early doors. That's the white form of the southern marsh orchid, and I've never seen one of these before. Really, really nice. That's a first. That's an absolute clonker to start the day with. A beautiful pink green-winged orchid. Very, very, very nice. There you have it. The bird's nest orchid. At last. And as you can see, it looks dead. But that's the colour they are. There's no chloroform in them at all. They live off fungi. They don't need daylight. This is why they grow in the dark. Yeah, and I found one at last, dead chuffed. Let's see if I can find some more now, get greedy. I think without a doubt this one has just taken over as the orchid of the day. That is an absolute clonker. You just won't see better than that. That's a superb plant. I found mother. That is the lady orchid. It's here after all. Brilliant. Well, this is one of the plants I was given a tip off for, and the reason I've driven down here this morning. I absolutely adore these. This is a common spotted orchid, rhodochilla variation. There's supposed to be one at Castor, but it hasn't popped up this year. I absolutely adore these plants. They are common spotted orchids where the pigmentation process has gone wrong. So instead of having intricate markings on the flower, lines and spots, you just get a complete overload of pigmentation that almost make the flower completely one very vibrant colour. As I say, I absolutely adore these rhodochillas, and I was given a tip off that there's a couple here, so I've got to find them. I found one, so that's an absolute clonker. Can't believe what I've just walked into here. I really just thought there was zero chance of this. Another white southern marsh orchid, this time in Peterborough. Gobsmacked. Brilliant. Yeah, completely taken aback by that. I really didn't think, having seen one at the dunes recently, to see another one but in my own backyard. That is amazing. I reckon this will be the only one in Peterborough anywhere.